Hey everybody, it's Jason from the Texas Gun Vault 2, and we're back out here in the garage for another Sunday, which typically means it's time for me to highlight the stupid, mean, jerky comments of the week. And I only got 3 this week, but one of them is not just mean to me, it's mean to all of you guys. And at the end of the video, I also want to share an update to how I think I'm going to be reviewing a 30 caliber suppressor. Because I asked your opinions a few videos ago, and somebody said something that got me thinking, and I decided to go in a different direction. So I thought I would share that with you because I'll be reviewing that very soon. So let's just dive right into the mean comments of the week. And the first one is that one I was mentioning that's mean to all of you guys. And it's on my range report of the Beretta 21A Bobcat Inox. And in that video, Dark Bulbs says, Second Amendment is a effing joke and just held on to by people that hate the lives of school children. Wow, that's an angry comment. And what's funny about that is you guys know on my main channel, on my range reports, I typically don't talk about politics. And the very gun that I'm reviewing there would not even be covered by any of the legislation that these anti-gunners propose. It has an 8-round magazine. It's only in .22 long rifle. It's a little pocket pistol. But I guess they found that and decided to type that comment. So they're claiming that if somebody like me or you likes the Second Amendment, believes that it should be enshrined in our Constitution, that we all hate children. And I find this to be a very disingenuous tactic, because the whole idea that they try to do, these anti-gunners, will be is if it saves just one life, it's worth doing. However, that metric only seems to apply to the Second Amendment. We can talk about immigration for a moment. If one illegal immigrant kills a U.S. citizen, well, by their metric, shouldn't that mean we should completely close the borders? No, we can't do that. We can't do that. You guys know, okay, let's say another right. Let's say in order for the police to search your house, they have to have a warrant. Man, wouldn't it be really nice to catch some bad guys if the police could just come into people's houses randomly without a warrant and just search everything? I'm sure they'd find some bad stuff, right? But we all would go, yeah, it might save a life somewhere, but I'm not giving up that right, So that's not a good metric. And I guess they don't realize that I actually teach in public schools, and I have 4 boys of my own. Yeah, they're all adults now. They're all in college, but I care a lot about kids, but I also love the Second Amendment. And just because I care about the Second Amendment doesn't mean I care about, or I don't care about, school kids. What is that about? You think I sit there and go, I hate kids. No, we don't do this. I want to own firearms because I want to preserve and to protect life and protect everybody from the evils of the world, because there are evil and demonic people in this world that will just do horrific things. And they just don't seem to understand it. But anyway, so this person, Dark Bulbs, is saying if you like the Second Amendment, which I'm assuming almost all of you do, you hate school kids. Yeah, you hate school children. No, they don't get it. And those people are beyond our ability to reason with. And whenever I come across those people, I always try to debate using their metric. Would you accept this if it saves one life? If it does, oh, no, we can't do this. What if we repealed the First Amendment, which would mean that you don't have freedom of speech? And that meant that people aren't allowed to bully anymore. You can't say mean things to people. Well, I'm sure there's people that have done bad things, possibly self-harmed themselves because people were mean to them. Does that mean we should get rid of the First Amendment completely to save one life? Of course not. I believe it was Thomas Jefferson, and I was looking this quote up earlier because I wanted to make sure I got it right. Thomas Jefferson said, "I prefer dangerous freedom over peaceful slavery." And I think that sums it up. Every right has an inherent danger to it. But to be very honest with you, it's better to have the right than to not have it at all. So let me know what you guys think, and do you guys ever have to debate people that have that mentality, that just because you're for the Second Amendment, you must hate kids? And so that to me is a personal attack, assuming that I don't care about the lives of others. It kind of gets me a little bit upset, but obviously I banned them, did not respond. All right, so the next comment, let's see here. I'm going to go to the one that they talk about a firearms company, and that's B&T. I think I'm going to put that in the title. So this is on the unboxing of the Heckler & Koch SP5 civilian version of the HK MP5. You guys know I love the MP5. And in this video, I talk about unboxing it, and then I say, and I think I show in that one, that I'm going to upgrade it using B&T parts. Mainly because I think B&T is an amazing company. I like all of their accessories. They make just really cool and innovative stuff. And plus, they work with HK. I want to say that they're an OEM manufacturer for some things for them. So anyway, Marshall Filter 2414 says, so you invest in a fine firearm only to add aftermarket parts, especially junk like B&T. Makes sense. Now, I don't know what planet Marshall is from, but on the planet that I live on, B&T is one of the best manufacturers in the world. Now, is every firearm, one of their firearms my favorite? No, I'm not a big fan of the TP9, okay? Just a little bit too plasticky for me. But the KH9, the GHM9, the APC, amazing firearms. I think they are some of the best in the world. Their rifles are amazing. I just got done filming a review on the APR 308S. Amazing. They make fantastic firearms. Their machining is top-notch. And they make amazing accessories. And I love how they offer kind of like modernizations of older designs. So the gun in question is this one right here. So I got it out of the safe. And so this is my HK, the SP5 with all of the B&T accessories. So I got the tri-rail here in the front. I got a vertical foregrip. I have their telescoping stock. I don't know about you. That is one sexy looking gun. This is just an amazing, amazing firearm. It's a collectible, and I think the B&T stuff just fits on it really nice. And I feel like it really modernizes a gun that was designed back in the 60s. It's still the king of submachine guns. It's still the king, right? You could not have a better PCC pistol caliber carbine than this. It is just simply the best. And I am very happy with this. Now, I also have another MP5. Now, this one is a clone made by TPM Outfitters, which I think they've changed their name, but a lot of people kind of make fun of this one because of the color. This one is an RAL 8000, a HK color. It's kind of that baby poop brown, I think some people call it. But this one is set up to be more like a traditional MP5. And I like this one as well. I really think it contrasts this one. And I kind of like having both. I think that they're really, really cool. So I have an old school one and I have a new school one. And what's wrong with that? But I don't know. As I said, I'm going to defend B&T here. Not every product they make might be my favorite, but it is what it is. But they make amazing stuff. And to say it's junk, I don't know. Anyway, but they were making fun of me and saying that they don't like my style. That's totally fine. You don't have to like the guns that I like or how I set up my guns. That's the way it is. But I would never make fun of any of you for the way you set up your guns. If you're happy with the way your guns are set up and the way that you want them to be, man, more power to you. That's what makes the gun community so, or the gun world, I should say, so cool, is that we can all be into guns and be into different things. So, yeah. Anyway, I guess this guy has never shot a B&T, doesn't really know about B&T. He's an idiot, I guess. But I think this HK SP5 with all these B&T parts, man, I'm sorry, that is just cool as heck. Okay, I understand it's not original. I can always put it back to original, but like little work, you know. But this thing is just awesome. All right, and so now let's get to the last comment. And this one starts off with just simply calling me a name. And this one is on the Texas Gun Vault 2, where I was talking about the B&T APR 308S and thanking my patrons and talking a little bit of politics. And then the end of that video where I was talking politics, I mentioned how I'm disappointed in Donald Trump, which I may not vote at all, because he seems to make poor decisions. And if he continues to make poor decisions, like agreeing to have this debate on ABC where he knows he's going up against Kamala Harris, and then the moderators are going to be hostile to him, and most likely because the Harris campaign is so close to so many people at ABC, they're probably going to share knowledge to let them know what the questions are ahead of time, what to bait Donald Trump into saying. And Donald Trump continues to go into these adversarial things, and he doesn't look good. I think it's poor judgment. And I get concerned about that because he does say stupid stuff, like back in the, the gun debate when he was president, take the guns first and then have due process. No, that's not due a process. Or he told the ATF to go ahead and ban bump stocks. And luckily all of that has been overturned. But he was the one that began all this nonsense. So when he speaks like this and does this stuff and gets this bad advice, I don't know. I don't trust his judgment. But Thuan123 Red says, you are retarded. Just listen to you talk about Trump and his debate. You actually think he had a choice on which network. You think Fox News is pro-Trump. Okay, I don't think Fox News, that's right, it's plural, news, not new, is pro-Trump. But they're not anti-Trump. They're wishy-washy in the center. And you might actually get a moderator that might ask Kamala a tough question, or might actually fact check Kamala, or treat both candidates equally. Yes, he had a choice in that debate. You know why? He can always say no. You can always say no. He's a master negotiator, or he claims to be, with the art of the deal. He chose to go on there. When they were saying, hey, what network, what moderators, at any time he can say, nope, it can be a hard line. And if that means they have no debates, they have no debates. But he chose to be there. Nobody forced him to be there. He made the decision to be there. Whether or not you like it, that was it. And this person just gets banned for calling me a name. There you go. It is okay, once again, to disagree with me on anything. You can disagree with me on politics, my guns. All I ask is that you don't say it in a mean way. Don't call me a name, okay? Don't be sarcastic about it. Just say, hey, it's not my style. Totally cool with me. What do you like? And we can talk about it. But anyway, those are the mean comments of the week. One person that's accusing you of things. One person that obviously does not understand the firearms world and know that B&T makes amazing products. And then one person that just has to be stupid and call me a name. So there you go on that one. Only 3 this week that really stuck out. Okay, so now let's talk about an upcoming project, because I told you in a previous video that I'm going to be reviewing some more suppressors. I've been getting into suppressor reviews and reviewing some stuff that I have the opportunity because I have some amazing local fans and subscribers that have really, really dedicated time to helping me do this. So I have the opportunity to review this Huxworks Ventum 762 suppressor. And this is one with the kind of flow-through technology. This was titanium. I want to say it's 3D printed. I got to double check on that one. But I mentioned in a previous video, I said, hey, does anybody have a 308 bolt action rifle? Like, that might be the best way to go. It's a 7.62 can, 30 caliber. And then I think it's my friend Jack number 1, said, hey, I have a 300 Blackout AR-15. I was like, you know what? I do too. But you know what I have? And I was thinking it might actually be better if I used this suppressor on a 300 Blackout AR-15, because I could show the difference between unsuppressed, suppressed with supersonics, and suppressed with subsonic ammunition. And so I decided to get out, and I think I'm going to do the review. Instead of doing it on a 308 rifle, I am going to do it on a 300 Blackout. And so I got out my Seekins Precision 300 Blackout SBR. I built this one. It's all Seekins parts. Absolutely love it. I do have the Franklin Armory binary trigger in it, but I'm not going to use that in the video. But I decided to go with this because it will also give us some data on a flow-through can and if it affects the cycling of 300 Blackout. Because I will tell you, when I built this gun, I had some problems with it. In that, when I tried to run it, and by the way, maybe I should do this off the camera here, because of stupid YouTube rules. When I first built it, and I tried to run it unsuppressed, it wouldn't cycle. And it has an adjustable gas block, and it was completely open, and it would not cycle. It just would not work. So I had to have the port drilled out. And now it runs. And people go, well, why are you running it unsuppressed? I'm like, well, maybe I want to run it unsuppressed sometimes. I like to run it suppressed, but I like to be able to run it under both circumstances, right? The whole point of the adjustable gas block is for that, you know? So I got it to run unsuppressed, but still it kind of short strokes from time to time. And it runs great when I have a lot of back pressure on other 30 caliber suppressors. But I'm wondering, with the flow-through technology, are we going to have a problem because it has less resistance? So we are going to try this unsuppressed, supersonic suppressed, and subsonic suppressed. So I think we can get some good data on that. And I think that's going to give you more relevant information on this suppressor. And I think a lot of people that buy a suppressor like this are probably going to run it on this type of an application. So I think you could still extrapolate the information and my experience with this to a 308 bolt-action rifle, but I think I'll cover more ground doing it this way. So what do you guys think? That's the way I decided to go with this, and so that's on the chopping block for this week, as well as the Colt Anaconda and the SIG P229 and 357 SIG, and I've already shown you both those pistols. So that's it. So let me go inside, edit this video a little bit, put all this stuff away, and then have some dinner, and maybe I'll go to the range tonight and start filming some of these reviews. So let me know what you think in the comment section below, and if you watched to the end, the word of the day. The word of the day is going to be, let's see here. Trying to think back to one of those comments. So we had the Bean 2A comment for affecting all of us. We had the one that called me a name, and the other one said junk. Okay, that's it. He said B&T's junk. The word of the day is junk, even though B&T is not junk. But if you watch to the end, word of the day is junk. Use that in a sentence. I know you watched all the way to the end, and you are a true vault dweller. So now let me know what you think in the comment section below. Thank you for joining me here in the garage. And as always, thanks for watching.